All right, you're listening to DC Curry's DisRace. No hate,
no fear.
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
And we never run.
And we never run. You got Deacon Torrance sitting in for Mr. DC Curry, Sister JJ,
Yay.
Bo P, and Bullhead.
What am?
Who?
Well, I had to do that like DC.
You sound just like on that time.
Have y'all been watching Lion George Santos?
Yes.
The new senator? Is he a
Yeah.
senator or a representative?
I
think he's a senator.
Senator.
Representative. I don't know. He ain't no senator.
He's not a senator.
No.
He asshole,
Hold on. Whatever he is, he lying. He is lying about everything. I mean,
Jewish.
everything. He said he was Jewish.
No, he said, I recognize myself as a Jewish.
Jewish.
So
Yeah,
I identify
Jewish.
myself as a
Right.
Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah.
Like blackish.
He said his mama died due to 9/11.
Yep.
He said he attended the elite horseman and
Never
some college.
attended
Never went
college.
there. Never went to. I don't think he
Nope.
went to college.
Nope.
Said he worked on Wall Street.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, he said he worked for Goldman
He did all that.
Sachs
Yeah, he
and,
did all that.
and
Yeah.
all those big firms.
Yep.
He said he had a charity that was saving dogs.
U.S.
I
representative.
got one of the
He's a
dogs.
representative. You got one? I thought he was giving them dogs to the Chinese restaurant.
Hey, shoot, I heard he couldn't even produce his own high school transcripts.
Right.
So he's a high school dropout?
I guess so.
He tried to say
I
he
thought it
went
was
to
the
college.
college
But
transcript.
he tried to say he went to college, but they couldn't
He didn't
find
go to
that
college.
nowhere.
He said he graduated. He didn't go to college.
Right.
They said they couldn't even find that he attended college. Not that he didn't graduate, that he didn't
even
attend
go.
college.
Then he said that a couple of his employees died in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Which you remember that was that openly gay club, I think, right? The Pulse nightclub. Well, he said 3 of his employees died there, but he don't have no job. He don't have a
So
company.
he's just a habitual liar.
Habitual liar.
And then he got on TV because I heard him with my own ears say, I'm not lying. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not lying. Well, what do you call it?
He said he was just fabricating, the truth and just inflating his resume or
Well,
something
when
like
you start killing,
And he wasn't too ashamed of it neither.
Well, this is the thing.
no,
They're not
no.
even kicking him off.
Well, I don't think they can kick him out of the because he won the election.
He won the election
Under false pretenses.
pretense because people voted for him. And as much as some of the Jewish people are saying they didn't vote for him because he's Jewish,
Right.
He said he was Jewish, and when you
And so
look
they
at
voted
the,
for him.
exactly, he won a lot of Jewish votes.
so they saying
So that's false.
they saying like we voted him because we thought he was Jewish. But see,
Well,
the
they're
election,
saying that that's not why they voted for him.
Even if they thought he was Jewish, but the election should be equal opportunity across the board.
True.
You should be voting for what is right for the people.
That's true.
Whether he's Jewish or not Jewish, it shouldn't matter.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying
Well,
we didn't vote
hold
for him
on now.
because he's not Jewish, but he got a lot of Jewish votes.
But people
Right,
don't.
because they thought he
Sometimes
was
people
Jewish.
vote for him based on
Correct.
what they are, whether it be African American, Jewish, or whatever. Just like some of the folk voted for Barack because he was black.
Yep.
It's like the same.
Whole lot of people
same
voted
dumb
'cause he was
niggas who-
black.
Same niggas who voted for Herschel Walker.
Right.
But he was black. And-
Well, Warnock was black.
Was black.
So can we say that?
But you got the non-intellect blacks and whites. That
Oh,
vote
so
for
the
Herschel.
ignorant people voted for
Oh,
Walk.
of course,
Now some of the smart people voted for him too.
of course.
I mean, a lot of
I
people
would've
just
guessed a lot of
put-
people voted
they just
for
want
him.
to put him in there
But
to
he
be,
didn't
to
win.
be the next
He
puppet.
didn't win.
No, he did
Right,
not.
right.
So the smart people didn't vote for him.
Thank God.
So let's
George
get that
Santos
straight.
is in there,
Hold on,
and
let's
he
get
ain't
that
going
straight.
nowhere.
So the smart people didn't vote for him because he didn't win.
Right.
All right.
It
so
was
don't
close,
say that.
though.
Yeah.
Well, George Santos is going to be there, but he
there.
said he will not run again for re-election.
Oh,
But he's
he
in there
should.
for what? 6 years? How
Yeah,
long
he
is
should not run
6
again.
years, right, for the House of Representatives?
Is it 4 or 6?
I thought it was 6 for the House of
I'm about to
Representatives,
look
but he's in there for his full term. They're not going to put him out.
Right.
Well,
So
one
he's gonna
reason
be
why
in
they
there-
was afraid to put him out is because you know that
Because he's openly gay?
was-
No, he is openly gay, though. I'm not making that
Are
up.
you sure?
So he's a congressman
You're
elect.
right. I don't know.
Are we sure?
I don't know. He might be
Are
lying
we
about
sure?
that, too, for the gay vote.
But
Are we sure?
what is closed gay?
It's 6.
What is what now?
Closed gay. If he openly gay, who?
Like he's
He could have, some
you
point
know,
in the closet.
Right, the
Well,
closet.
who to consider closed gay?
when you don't.
R.
tell
He's
Kelly.
openly
nobody.
gay though, so
Well, I'm saying, but openly gay.
I mean,
that seems like.
but he could be lying about that
A
just to
what?
get the
Yeah.
LGBT
That
QRS
seems
Yeah,
vote.
exactly.
That
That's what
seems like
I'm
an
saying.
app.
Are you sure?
Openly gay seems like an old app. You know what I'm saying? Like openly gay, that's an app. But what is
But then, did you see that? What's his name? McCarthy. He cannot get that nomination for House Leader to save his life.
Yeah, that's another runoff going on right now. They
Representatives
done
serve
voted
a
6
term of
times
2
over the past 2
years.
days.
And they had one starting at 8 o'clock
Representatives serve a
couple
term of
minutes.
2 years.
for 2 years. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So
2
yeah,
years.
that's McCarthy. They're voting again. Now, did you all see where Hakeem Jeffries, the Democrat from New York, the brother, the black guy, when they did the votes initially, do you know he got 212 votes? He got
All
more
3 times.
than McCarthy.
All
Right.
3
You know
times.
you got to be messed up when they want a nigga in
All
over
3.
you. Over a white man, you know you got to be jacked up.
all
Right.
3 times. All 3 times. It was 212.
Right.
All 3 times because you know they did it 3 times.
What is it about McCarthy that they don't like?
I don't know nothing about the man. First of all, I have no like. Just like he ain't in my state.
You know,
In my district. I don't know.
a lot of us don't even know our representatives, though.
Because he's,
Think about that.
He's the
So
speaker.
you don't really know
And
who the
he
representatives
double
are and what
talks.
they do.
He double talks.
Hey man, look here. I got a problem in
They
my
said, I don't
own
know
states
about the
that I
man.
care about. Mississippi, we ain't got drinking water. I care about states like, but these other cats you talking about.
But the representatives, though, still have to vote on the bill. So even though they might not be from your state, Bo, you still need them if a bill comes across the table where you're going to need to bipartisanship.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you how this stuff works, dog. It's about strength of power in numbers. And all that old voting stuff ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the people in power who say, I own the water, I own the gas, I own the electric, I own this, and I got influence in this and this and this. And that's what's being delegated to the public. So it ain't about your election numbers as we think it is. It's still about them saying.
So are you saying that we shouldn't vote?
Why would a guy stay in power for 40 years when you're making $200,000 a year? That's what the salary is, but you're making $2 billion a year. So it ain't about the election, dog.
So you saying we shouldn't vote?
Because it's a concentration.
Are you saying that we should not vote?
It wouldn't matter if you voted or not. It wouldn't matter.
So it does not matter that you vote.
It wouldn't
Who you
matter.
vote for does not matter.
It's called majority rule, brother. This country is run off majority rule.
So who's the majority
So the
then?
majority is white folks is 85%, black folks is 13%, Asian is 12%, Spanish is 11%. And so when we have election time, we don't give a damn about what you're going through. We're gonna deal for the majority. So that's what American people got to realize.
I mean, but you're saying,
it comes
okay.
down to majority rule.
But you-
Who
even if the majority-
if you in power to make decisions, and I got money coming from the majority, and I got money coming from the
But
minority.
you can't
the
make that a
minority-
black-white
hold on, the
thing
minority
because you
try to
have
give me-
poor white people.
Hold on, the minority try to give me $2 million, but the majority give me $85 million. So who you think?
Well, I
I'm
tell
going
you
with?
what, Bo. To your point, it's been proven wrong because McCarthy, I can't even say the man's name right. He is not going to be the speaker. So voting matters. It does
It
matter.
has to.
And
I mean,
it's-
this is proving it right
and
here.
it has been proven. It has been proven. It has been proven.
It does matter.
Yes, it has
matters.
been proven.
It matters, but the people you put in position.
Exactly.
Okay, so the vote matter who you put in position, but now when they get in position, all that old what I'm gonna do for you and all that goes out the window.
Well, you know they're gonna. You
It
know they're
goes
gonna
out the
yeast.
window.
You know they're gonna yeast
You
it up a
gonna go
little
with the
bit.
people who pay in your pocket the most because the salary you making, call yourself caring for the people, is $245,000. But I'm offering you 5 times that to put this through. I'm offering you 10 times to put this through. That's why they do it. They ain't doing it. They ain't making no money salary wise to be for your
But back to your
people.
point earlier, though.
Yeah.
That does not go black or white. That would go more of class, right? Whether you
Integrity.
have the upper echelon folks, right? I'm saying from, even though you're saying majority and minority, it's not necessarily a black-white thing because they are poor white people. There are very successful rich black people who could still put in some of these folks and still benefit from the ways of some of these powerful politicians, right?
Oh, man, you talking to the choir. Look here, genocide in the inner city. You talk to the choir, genocide in the inner city. Every football team that's done bought their biggest facilities has bought out the inner city projects of black people to put their football teams. Even in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they bought how many? 12 churches around there? 10 churches?
They bought a lot for the land.
Slow down.
I'm answering your question. How you going to ask a question and say slow down? What kind of sense does that make?
I'm going to tell you. I lived a mile from the dome. I lived a mile from the dome before they started doing that recreation thing, right? So the place I was renting, the house was worth $150,000 that I was renting out. I was trying to buy the house. And the lady said, no, there's some things coming down the pipeline you don't know about. I didn't know. I stayed there for 3 years. When I left there, that $150,000 house that I was renting, I tried to buy, was worth $500,000 because they put a dome, the Mercedes-Benz dome, a mile away. It was a walking distance from my house.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with gentrification? What's wrong with people benefiting from it?
I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with it, but when you're talking about what they did to black people in this country, that whole area.
I didn't say anything about what they did to black people in the country. That's not what I said.
Every time you see a
but that's
black
not what
rapper,
I said, though.
You can see a black rapper, a black artist, a black singer get on and do they get an Oscar or a Grammy. I think I grew up in a project. I grew up in a project. I had nothing, but you didn't buy back in the projects when you got money. You didn't buy another area around you. You moved around the white folks in their suburbs. See what I'm saying?
How
and when I got my money, I was gone.
How we get to the black and white people from a car?
I don't know.
But that same area that you grew up from, that you moved away from, now is the most wanted area in your neighborhood.
Well, Bo, I have a question for you.
They train us think like that.
I have a question for you.
All right.
How in the hell did we get from Kevin McCarthy and the House of Representatives to whatever you talking about?
Yes. Well, what I want to talk about is what's going on in Atlanta with the city council, with the president of the city council.
Talk about
with Atlanta. Chris is his name.
Set it up now. So what's happening?
He took 2 black women out from being the chair of certain departments. One was over the zoning, and I forgot what the other one was over. And so they are livid because.
Why did he take them out?
He said that he wanted to do diversity and do rotation. They'd be rotated out, and he wanted diversity. So he's got, I don't know if he got a white woman, but he got like a black man. I mean, he got like, I think he got a black man, got a Chinese man, got a Muslim, he got I think it's Iran man, I don't know. But he got all kinds of other people, but he took the 2 black women out, and they are livid.
Well, I mean, they are rejecting.
And I feel as though they not wrong because you should have at least one black woman on there.
Well, I mean, right now, just in the world in general, not to go all the way off topic from Atlanta, but they're revoking women's rights everywhere right now.
Sure is.
They're doing it in Iran, in Iraq, in Afghanistan. So, I mean, we did all, I would say I wasn't a part of that, but all the fighting for women's rights, and now they're revoking them.
Yep.
Just like they're doing some of the voting rights in certain places here in Atlanta. By closing polls early, can't vote on the weekend, can't take nobody no water. So at what point do you think this is going to continue and become even worse for women and for
Well, we gotta go. We gotta keep fighting. And they've been fighting. But let me tell you what he also did. Someone, I don't know who it was, but someone stepped down out of the chair, so that leaves 1 chair open for 2 black women. So what do you think gonna happen?
You say it leaves it open for 2 black women?
Yeah, 2 black women, but only one can get in the chair. One person stepped down from being the chair. He took 2 women from being the chair, and another person, I don't know which person was, stepped down from being in the chair. So that leaves a chair open
for 1 black woman.
But
you know he's not going to put one in there.
Well, they also said that they got
because he took 2 out, so he's not going to put 1 back in.
They also said that they got the council, the whole council, and votes and all of this to really to reject his assignments. That's what it's called. He gave his assignments for the year.
So who can actually overrule?
Well, based on what they're saying, that all of the councilmen can come together, or councilwomen, council people can come together, which they did get the votes, the petition and the votes, and they can do that. But I don't know why they won't do it. They say we're not going to do that out of their own mouth, which I would do it. I'm like, no, we got the votes. Let's do it.
It might be because they don't want the backlash from it. So if they go in and go against him,
Right.
what will he say about them that he might have some dirt on them, or might be looking? I don't
Well,
know.
they said, I mean, it's greasy in Atlanta though. It's hot in Atlanta right now.
I mean, I think they're doing it to women all over. It might
Yeah.
be. It might be. I might get in
But
trouble
I
for this
feel as
one,
though that what you gonna say?
Women talk too much.
Say, you know what? Say, you know what?
Y'all,
Say, you know what?
All that complaining and all that.
You ain't got
time for that.
No, we just saying we
let's
ain't talking
let's be a
too
little
much.
bit,
We just
more,
talking what needs to be heard.
Look, most women talk too much.
Excuse
all women
me?
don't talk too much.
No, y'all don't listen enough. That's why we got to keep talking, because
'Cause y'all
you
ain't
gonna
talking
listen.
about nothing.
No, we talk and you just don't
Y'all
want to
keep
listen.
saying the same thing
because you
over
won't
and
do what we
over.
telling y'all need to do.
Because it don't make
Well,
sense.
that's
Because
the
y'all
problem.
not listening.
That's the problem.
Because
You
y'all
don't need to tell a man
it don't
what
make
he's supposed
sense
to do.
to
Hold on,
y'all.
hold on.
Because y'all you want to smoke?
Hold on. You don't need to tell a man what he's supposed to do.
We ain't telling you what you need to do.
I thought I was the
We
king.
are letting
You
you
just said
know
that.
what needs to be done.
But if I'm
we ain't telling you what to do. We letting you know what needs to be done.
But-
And
but-
if y'all was handling your business, then we wouldn't have to step in
Well, the
and be
problem
the
is-
woman
the problem
king.
if I'm the
Now,
leader
y'all-
of the house,
Then lead.
you can't tell a man what to do. Right?
Then lead. Then lead. Don't be.
Well,
don't.
hold on,
If I'm
hold on.
telling you, you need to listen. You know this stuff need to be painted, and it's been like this for 3 daggone months. And I'm gonna get to it. When you gonna get to it?
You
Hold
said
on.
the woman is supposed to support the man. Get your ass up there and paint it then.
No.
I don't think so.
It ain't like that.
What it's like?
It's like, okay, it need to be done, but there's financial issues that
It
need
ain't-
to be. So if the man ain't on his, if he ain't got his financials right, it ain't gonna be done right now.
It don't
But
take
it's
no
for a
whole
woman.
lot to go get no
Hold
paint
on,
and
hold
paint
on,
no
hold
daggone-
on, hold on.
What if he don't know how to
When y'all
paint?
want to do all this Christmas stuff,
All
you
men
wanna
don't know
buy
how to paint.
Valentine and all these old holiday stuff.
I don't either.
If you save some of that money, yeah, he can fix the house. But now y'all want to take all these.
Well, if y'all was put away your Coke 45 and your municipal extracurriculum, then you'll have a whole lot of money to buy a whole new house.
I mean, maybe.
How about
but,
that?
But
Hey, who
see,
drink
here's
Coke
the-
Bring the
45?
smoke. Bring the
that
smoke.
comeback.
I
Go
got
ahead,
the
go ahead,
fire.
Rich. I
But
got
see,
that.
you at the nail salon every weekend getting your nails done, getting your hair done.
Yeah, but
spending
you don't
all
know
the
what kind.
money.
You don't know what kind of barter and trade this is, baby.
I'm-
Because we are the queens of barter and trade.
But most men paying for that.
Yeah.
Or at least y'all telling us that to get the money.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what you're doing with the money
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
get it.
Listen, you want something to look good for, right? You want to come home and be able to look in my face
No.
and be happy
One of
about
my other
what you
favorite
see.
comedians said he got the ugliest woman in the world. When she come outside, they be like, who let her loose?
Hey, but you know what? When it comes down to it, though,
You want
hey JJ,
you
look,
want us
Hey.
to you want us to make you
I don't
feel
want her to be
good.
impressing everybody else. I just want to impress me.
hey, look, JJ, hey,
So
look,
if I let her loose, she good. Okay.
hey, let me say something here, okay? I ask men this all the time.
I ain't no man.
No, I'm saying I ask men this question,
Right,
all right?
right.
And I ask it for women,
Right.
okay? I ask it for women.
All right.
I ask men, do they like their woman? And most of them say, I love her, but they don't like her.
That's a great point.
That's a
So,
good point.
so we need to be in better relationships where we like each other.
I believe you should be friends before you go into a
there.
relationship.
You gotta have a friendship.
There. Hold right there. Now, I dispute that because I love my wife. I remember because she had all the things.
But he said, do you
was
like
45
her?
I was 45 years old before I got married. First time. And she had been married before. But I never asked her what went wrong in her marriage before me. I never asked her what went wrong. Nothing. Never ever brought it up. I liked her for the way she treated me.
Okay, you said like, though.
So you like her
I'm
then.
saying I loved her. I'm saying I fell in love with her.
But you
for
can
the
love
way she
somebody but
treated
not
me.
like
hold
them,
on,
though.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. Yeah, you can. Whatever them bad traits somebody got, I put it like this. When we started dating, she said, my mama and daddy not going to come visit us because we shacking. We got to get married. So My mom and dad said the same thing. Boy, y'all can't be shacking. I'm Mississippi, and her father from mother father from North Carolina. Y'all, long as y'all shacking, we're not going to approve of that. And I said to her, I'm not going to marry you if I can't stay with you and feel out what is the pros and cons in a relationship. So I'm not going to, the old school thing ain't going to work for me. Get married to you and you be crazy the motherfucker. I'm not going to do that. I said, so I'm going to live with you for a while and we're going to figure out if we can live together before we get married. And now we never went to a traditional marriage. When we got married, we went to the Justice of the Peace at the courthouse. And I said, I'm not going to sit in front of no judge and tell you, I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm never going to cheat again. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to stand in front of that judge and say, I love you today, but I don't know what I may do. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to spend a lot of money on no wedding to do that. So if you want to marry me, this is the way we're going to do it. She said, I love you for that, and we got married. So just because.
But the question is still at hand, do you like her?
I love her. I like her and I love her.
Okay, there you go.
I like her and I love her.
I mean, you can't really answer the question because y'all married now. If you can't handle the truth, you might not be married no more.
Well, I like my wife. That's why I asked that question.
P can't handle the truth.
Why you can't?
I think that's important. You gotta like her.
Why would you marry somebody when you're one-sided? When you like her, you love her. Why would you?
Because I think there's a difference. I can have unconditional love for you, but not like you.
Yep.
Just like some of your family members, you might not like them jokers.
But why you don't marry?
But I love you. I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Why you wouldn't marry somebody you can deal with them pros and cons? She got a little bit of flaw here. She got a little bit of flaw there. But I can deal with that. See what I'm saying? You got a little bit of flaw. I got a little bit of flaw here and there.
Right, but you still should like the person.
I'm
I
perfect.
liked her. I liked her and I loved her. I'm saying to you.
He got flaws.
He just trying to clean it up so he don't be divorced next week. You listen to this race. Deacon Torrance sitting in for DC Curry. We'll be right back after this.